Austin, Texas, is a city with a split personality when it comes to weather. It sits right on the edge of two very different climate zones. To the west lies the dry, scorching world of the American Southwest. To the east, the air gets thick and humid, a trademark of the American Southeast. This unique location gives Austin a taste of both worlds, making for some interesting and sometimes extreme weather. Officially, Austin's climate is called humid subtropical. That means summers are long and hot, winters are short and mild, and spring and fall are warm and pleasant. On average, Austin gets about 34 inches of rain each year. Most of this rain falls during the spring and fall, leaving summers relatively dry. With over 2,650 hours of sunshine a year, one thing's for sure: Austinites get plenty of vitamin D. If you're a fan of sunshine and heat, you'll love Austin's summers. From June to August, the city basks under a scorching sun, with temperatures regularly soaring into the high 90s Fahrenheit. That's over 35 degrees Celsius. In fact, it's not uncommon for the mercury to hit a sizzling 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38 degrees Celsius on some days. Just how hot does it get? Well, the highest temperature ever recorded in Austin was a sweltering 112 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a mind-blowing 44 degrees Celsius. That happened twice, once in 2000 and again in 2011. So yeah, summers in Austin are definitely not for the faint of heart. Unlike other parts of the country, Austin winters are generally mild and short-lived. January is usually the coldest month, but even then the average high temperature hovers around a comfortable 62 degrees Fahrenheit, or 17 degrees Celsius. You'll need a jacket, but nothing too heavy. While snowfall is rare, it does happen occasionally, taking residents by surprise. The city experiences freezing temperatures about 12 times a year, and every few years, a cold front brings a dusting of snow. However, these snowfalls are usually light and short-lived, melting away as quickly as they arrived. One of the most interesting aspects of Austin's weather is its fluctuating humidity. Depending on which way the wind blows, the city can feel like a dry desert or a humid swamp. It's all thanks to Austin's location between two contrasting climate zones. When the wind blows in from the west, it carries dry air from the vast Chihuahuan Desert, sending humidity levels plummeting. The air feels crisp and dry, much like the arid Southwest. However, when the wind shifts and starts blowing from the southeast, it brings with it moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, causing humidity levels to soar. This makes the air feel heavy and sticky, typical of the Gulf Coast region. Section 5. When Nature Rages: Austin's Extreme Weather History. While Austin enjoys a generally pleasant climate, it's not immune to extreme weather events. In recent years, the city has experienced its fair share of droughts, floods, and even severe winter storms. These events serve as stark reminders of nature's power and the importance of being prepared. In 2011, a severe drought gripped Texas, and Austin was hit particularly hard. The lack of rainfall, coupled with record-high temperatures, led to widespread water shortages and wildfires. Then, in 2018, the tables turned dramatically when heavy rains from the remnants of Hurricane Sergio caused major flooding in and around Austin. The Colorado River, which runs through the heart of the city, overflowed its banks, inundating homes and businesses. Section 6. The Big Freeze of 23 Winter Storm, Mara's Icy Grip. In January 2023, Austin experienced a winter storm unlike any other in recent memory. Winter Storm Mara brought with it an unusual amount of freezing rain, which coated the city in a thick layer of ice. This ice storm wreaked havoc on the city's infrastructure, causing widespread power outages, downing trees and power lines, and making roads treacherous. Over 170,000 tons of debris had to be collected in the aftermath of the storm, and many residents were left without power for days. The storm highlighted the vulnerability of Austin's infrastructure to extreme winter weather and the importance of being prepared for such events. Section 7. Bracing for a Hotter Future: Austin's Climate Projections. Climate scientists predict that Austin, like many other parts of the world, will experience hotter and more extreme weather in the coming decades. Summers are expected to become even hotter, with more frequent and intense heat waves. While overall rainfall may not change significantly, the way rain falls is expected to become more erratic. This means longer periods of drought punctuated by short bursts of intense rainfall, leading to more frequent flash floods. Section 8. Gearing up for extremes. Tips for Austinites. Living in a city with such variable and sometimes extreme weather means being prepared for anything. Here are a few tips for Austinites to stay safe and comfortable throughout the year. Beat the heat. During the scorching summers, stay hydrated, wear loose-fitting, light-colored clothing, and avoid strenuous outdoor activities during the hottest parts of the day. Prepare for downpours. Keep an umbrella handy, especially during the spring and fall. Know your flood risk, and have a plan in case of flash flooding. Winterize your home. While rare, winter storms can happen. Insulate your pipes, keep blankets and warm clothing accessible, and have a plan for alternative heating sources in case of power outages. Section 9. Building a resilient Austin, adapting to a changing climate. As Austin faces the challenges of a changing climate, it's more important than ever for the city and its residents to adapt and become more resilient. This involves investing in infrastructure improvements, promoting water conservation, and embracing sustainable practices. By working together, Austinites can create a city that's not only prepared for the challenges of a changing climate, but also thrives in the face of adversity. After all, Austin is known for its resilience, its innovative spirit, and its ability to come together as a community, especially when it matters most.